that is what we train our counselors also to all the time, saying that we are teaching you all the possible skills of counseling, but the ultimate, the final, which is not open to any form of compromise, is to be congruent. As you know, congruence means saying what you think, meaning what you say, and doing what you are committed for. In simple words, it is the opposite of hypocrisy. So much hypocrisy floating around in society. I tell counselors that you have to ensure that you are at the other extreme end. No counselee should ever get the feeling that you are being a hypocrite. As long as you ensure that, you will be able to help people.
So, sir, you started this counseling program, the diploma course, in Banjara Academy. So, this was started a few years after the academy was formed?
Yes. We initially, as you read out in the introduction, we started off with the free counseling center, which is called Helping Hand. For that, we used to have short-term training programs. Anybody who wants to be a volunteer, we used to start off with a 10-day program, and then every month we used to have a 2-day, update on that. So these people used to come, they would give their voluntary services, and obviously we wouldn't charge them any money to get trained. And we wanted a commitment from them of once a week, 3 hours. So whoever could commit 3 hours per week became a volunteer and started doing the work. We were very happy doing that. Once we started with our center and we were providing counseling service, a couple of hospitals invited us, saying that there are a lot of patients who need a little bit of emotional support. Can you do that? So our volunteers started going there. That's how it was expanding. At one point, some people approached and said, I want to be trained to become a counselor, but for various reasons, I cannot be a volunteer with your organization. I cannot, give my services to you. Maybe they belong to a different city, or maybe they have other commitments, or whatever maybe the reason. I want to learn counseling and practice it somewhere else. I'm willing to pay you for it. That is when it struck us that if we charge fees from those who are not going to be volunteers, it can subsidize the organization of these programs.
True. For
those who are going to be our volunteers. So that is how the paid concept of the program started. Started with 10 days, then we expanded to 6 weeks, then we expanded to 3 months. In 1999, we finally came to the conclusion that counseling cannot be done haphazardly by just a few weeks. Let us have an exhaustive program where people come in, they learn something, they go back, and they practice or they get exposure to society, and then they come back again next week. So we came up with this idea, twice a week, 2 hours. Come and spend that time with us. And we are not going to have any theory, any textbook, any examination to ensure that you don't get distracted into rote learning. And whatever at the practical level we are teaching you, you go and practice. Or you just go and observe. We talk about marriage counseling. Even if you're not competent right now to do marriage counseling, observe married couples. See why they are happy, why they are not happy, who becomes happy, who doesn't become happy, what are the ways in which they can make themselves happy. So when you start observing that, when you come back next week and share with us, again, we take you forward. So in 1999, we started this 1-year program, which we call as the Diploma in Counseling Skills. And right now we are in the process of completing the 23rd batch. It's been a really rewarding experience, I would say.